Right. Before I say anything else, I need you to stick with me for just the next 60 seconds, because what I'm about to share with you could literally save you hundreds of pounds every single month. Not by cutting back on treats, not by switching to supermarket-tone brand everything, but by legally stopping payments on bills that, honestly, you probably shouldn't be paying in the first place. And here's the part that gets me every time I think about it. Most of the people who need this information, the most pensioners who have worked their entire lives, paid into the system for decades, they're the ones sitting at home right now, quietly paying bills they are legally entitled to reduce or stop altogether. Not because they're doing anything wrong, but simply because nobody told them. That changes today. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 8 specific bills that UK pensioners can legally reduce or stop paying completely in August 2026, many of them because of updates and rule changes that came in this year. We're talking about your TV license, your council tax, your energy bills, water charges, NHS prescription costs, and a few others that are going to genuinely surprise you. Stay with me because number 4 in particular, I did not see that one coming, and number 7. Most people have never even heard of this entitlement. I only found out about it myself a few months ago. Let's get into it. Let's start with one that affects almost every household in the country. The TV license, currently £174.5 a year, which, when you break it down, is about £14.54 a month just to watch live TV or use BBC iPlayer. And look, I'm not here to have a debate about whether it's worth it. What I am here to tell you is this. If you or your partner are aged 75 or over and you receive pension credit, you do not have to pay it at all, £0. Now, a lot of people already know this, but here's what a lot of people don't know, and this is the bit that matters. If you're 75 or over but you're not currently on pension credit, you might be eligible for pension credit and just not realize it. The government's own figures suggest that around 880,000 people who are entitled to pension credit aren't claiming it. That means they're also missing out on the free TV license, along with a whole stack of other benefits that come with pension credit eligibility. So if you're 75 or older and you're paying the TV license before you do anything else today, check whether you qualify for pension credit. I'll come back to pension credit a bit later because it unlocks more than just this, much more. And if you're under 75, stick around, there may still be a way to reduce what you're paying, and I'll cover that too. But first, let's talk about something that lands in most people's letterboxes every single April and causes more stress than almost any other bill pensioners face. Council tax, the bill that seems to go up every year no matter what. In 2026, many councils raised it again, some by as much as 5%, which, if you're on a fixed income, is just brutal. But here's what I want you to know. There are multiple ways pensioners can legally reduce or completely eliminate their council tax, and most people aren't using all of them. First, council tax reduction, formerly council tax benefit. This is a means-tested discount applied directly to your bill. Depending on your income, savings, and circumstances, this can reduce your bill by anything from 25% all the way to 100%. Yes, 100%. Some pensioners pay absolutely nothing, and it's not a loan. It's not a benefit you have to pay back. It's a discount applied to your account. Second, the 25% single-person discount. If you live alone, just you, you're entitled to 25% off your council tax automatically. No means testing, no complicated applications. But you'd be amazed how many people are paying full rate simply because they forgot to apply, or they applied years ago and never confirmed it after moving. Third, severe mental impairment exemption. This one is rarely talked about. If someone in the household has a condition like dementia or a severe stroke, they may be disregarded for council tax purposes, which can reduce the bill significantly or even make the property exempt entirely. Now, councils don't always advertise these things loudly. They're available, but you have to ask. So my advice? Go to your council's website or call them directly and ask specifically, what council tax discounts or reductions am I entitled to as a pensioner? Don't leave money on the table, right? We've done TV license, we've done council tax. Now I want to talk about something that's been all over the news this year and where there have been some genuinely significant changes for pensioners in 2026. Energy, heating, electricity. These are the bills that pensioners tell me cause them the most anxiety, and I completely understand why. Nobody should have to sit in a cold house because they're afraid of the gas bill. So let's talk about what you can actually do about it. The Warm Home Discount, £150 off your electricity bill. This is a direct payment applied to your energy account between October and March. In 2026, the eligibility rules have been updated. If you receive the guarantee credit element of pension credit, you should receive this automatically, and this is important, if you're on a low income but not on pension credit, you may still qualify under the broader group criteria. The rules vary by energy supplier, so you need to contact yours and ask directly. The winter fuel payment. Now, this one has been through a significant change, and I know a lot of people are frustrated about it. From 2024 onwards, the winter fuel payment was restricted to those receiving pension credit or certain other means-tested benefits. That means many pensioners who received it automatically before are no longer getting it. If this affects you, the honest answer is the most effective thing you can do is check your pension credit eligibility, because qualifying for that unlocks the winter fuel payment again, £200 to £300 per year, depending on your age. Cold weather payments. These are separate, automatic payments of £25 for each 7-day period when local temperatures drop to 0 degrees or below between November and March. You receive these automatically if you're on pension credit, income support, or certain disability benefits. You don't apply, they just arrive. But you have to be on the right benefit for the trigger to fire. The theme you're probably noticing? Pension credit keeps coming up. I promised I'd come back to it properly, and I will, but there's something else I want to cover first that most people completely overlook. This one should be quick, but it's worth saying clearly because I still meet people who don't know it. If you are 60 or over in England, you do not pay for NHS prescriptions. Full stop, no prescription charge for any medication, any number of items, for the rest of your life. In Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, prescriptions are free for everyone regardless of age, so this especially applies to our English viewers. The prescription charge in England is currently £9.9 per item. If you're picking up multiple medications each month and paying for them, please stop. Show your age at the pharmacy counter. That's it, done. You've just saved yourself potentially £20, £30, maybe £50 a month. Now, while we're on the subject of health-related costs, this one surprises people. A lot of pensioners assume that once you're of a certain age, NHS dentistry and eye tests are free, and the truth is, it's a bit more complicated than that, but there are significant reductions available. NHS eye tests free if you're 60 or over. Yes, if you're 60 or older, you are entitled to a free NHS sight test every 2 years as standard, more frequently if clinically needed. Again, show your age. The optician will know. NHS dental treatment, this one is means tested. If you're on pension credit, there it is again, you qualify for free NHS dental treatment. If you're not on pension credit but on a low income, you can apply through the NHS Low Income Scheme, the HC1 form, which could get you free or heavily reduced dental treatment, eye tests, glasses, and even wigs and fabric supports if needed for medical reasons. If you're currently paying full price for dental checkups and you're on a low income, that needs to change. Okay, we're at 5. Let me tell you, the next one is the one that genuinely shocked me when I first looked into it, because this isn't a small saving. We're talking about potentially thousands of pounds. Water. Most people don't even think of this as something that can be reduced. It just arrives. You pay it, end of story. But that's not actually the end of the story. Most water companies in England and Wales now offer a social tariff specifically for pensioners or low-income households. These aren't advertised loudly, some companies barely mention them at all, but they exist, and they can reduce your water bill by 50% or more. The eligibility criteria vary by supplier. Some base it on receiving certain benefits. Others look at income. A few have a scheme specifically for large households with low income, or for those with medical conditions that require extra water use. What you need to do: go to your water company's website and search for Social Tariff or WaterShare scheme. WaterShare is a specific scheme that caps your water bill if you use a lot of water for medical reasons or have 3 or more children. For pensioners dealing with medical conditions, this could be genuinely life-changing. Call your water company. Ask, do you have a social tariff and do I qualify? That one phone call could save you hundreds of pounds a year. Right, 2 more to go, and I've saved these for a reason, because I think they're the most underused entitlements of the lot. In 2026, staying connected isn't a luxury. It's how you access your bank, book GP appointments, stay in touch with family. And for a lot of pensioners, the broadband and phone bill has crept up to £40, £50, £60 a month, sometimes more. Here's something that not enough people know. Every major broadband provider in the UK now offers a social tariff, a heavily discounted broadband package for people on qualifying benefits. We're talking packages from around £12 to £20 a month. That's a potential saving of £30 to £40 every single month compared to a standard tariff. Providers offering social tariffs right now include BT, Sky, Virgin Media, Vodafone, Now Broadband, and others. You typically need to be receiving universal credit, pension credit, or another qualifying benefit. And here's the kicker: Ofcom research has consistently shown that the majority of people who are eligible for these social tariffs aren't on them. They're paying full price because nobody mentioned it. Their supplier certainly didn't ring them up to suggest they switch to a cheaper plan. Action step: call your broadband provider today. Say these words: I receive your benefit. Do I qualify for your social tariff? If they say yes, switch immediately. If they say no, compare other providers. Some will even allow you to leave your current contract without penalty if you're on a qualifying benefit. One more to go, and this last one isn't a bill exactly, but it directly offsets your biggest bills in a way that nothing else on this list does. I've mentioned pension credit so many times in this video that it would be wrong not to give it its own section, because this is the one that ties everything together. Pension credit is a means-tested benefit for people over state pension age who are on a low income. The guarantee credit element tops up your weekly income to a minimum of £218.15 a week if you're single, or £332.95 a week if you're a couple as of April 2026. But it's not just about the money it puts in your pocket directly. Qualifying for pension credit is a gateway to a whole stack of other entitlements. Free TV license if you're 75 plus, winter fuel payment, warm home discount, free NHS dental treatment, help with NHS costs via HC to certificate, maximum council tax reduction in most areas, free school meals for grandchildren you're caring for. The total value of everything pension credit unlocks can be £3,000 to £5,000 a year when you add it all up. And yet nearly 1 million people who should be receiving it aren't. Why? Honestly, a mix of reasons. Some people assume they don't qualify because they have savings. The rules around savings are more nuanced than people think. Some find the application process daunting. Some just don't know it exists. How to apply: call the pension credit claim line on 0800999123 for it's free to call. The lines are open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., or apply online at gov.uk/pension credit. If you'd rather have someone help you through it, Age UK and Citizens Advice both offer free help with pension credit. Applications no charge, no catch. If there is one thing, just one thing you do after watching this video, make it this: check whether you qualify for pension credit, even if you think you don't. Even if you checked a few years ago, the rules have changed, your circumstances may have changed, and this could unlock more financial relief than anything else on this entire list. Right, let's bring it all together because I want to make sure you're leaving with a clear action plan, not just a head full of information. 8 bills you can legally reduce or stop paying in August 2026. TV license free if you're 75 plus and on pension credit. Council tax reductions and exemptions available. Ask your council. Energy bills, warm home discount, winter fuel payment, cold weather payments, NHS prescriptions free for everyone over 60 in England. NHS dental and eye tests free, eye tests at 60 plus, free dental on pension credit. 6. Water bills, social tariffs available from most suppliers. Ask directly. 7. Broadband and phone social tariffs from 12-month. Call your provider today. 8. Pension credit, the master key, unlocks most of the above. Call 0800991234. Now I want to say something, and I mean this sincerely. You are not asking for charity. You are not making a fuss. Every single thing on this list is something you are entitled to, either because you've paid into a system your whole working life or because the government specifically created these schemes for people in your situation. The only reason more people don't use them is because the information isn't always easy to find. That's why videos like this one matter. And if you found this useful, please share it, send it to a friend, put it in a family group chat, post it in a community group, because there's a very real chance that someone you know is sitting at home right now, paying for things they legally don't have to pay for. You found this video, help someone else find it too. And if you want more content like this, tips and updates specifically for UK pensioners, carers, and families navigating the benefits system, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. I put out new videos every week, and I try to make every single one of them as practical and useful as this one. Take care of yourself. You've earned it.